Hello, y'all, and welcome to an announcement video that I was not planning to make, but I'm just gonna get right to it. With the announcement of the imminent release of Hollow Knight Silksong, it's kind of thrown a wrench into things because I am wanting to play that. Um, it's not going to be at release, but I've been thinking about it, and I'm going to like rearrange the order of some of like the games and like how I'll be playing them. So for the most part, it's the same games I made in that long announcement video. Um, God, what, like only 3 weeks ago? But like I said, slightly different order. So I have a graphic, and the graphic is going to like help make sense of all the words coming out of my mouth here. So I've basically split the games into three like tracks. Tears of the Kingdom is on a track all by itself because that's going to take forever to do. But the other two, we're just going to run through it real quick. Currently playing Void Stranger. I will probably be playing Void Stranger for a little while yet, but I will not finish it, but get to a point where I'm done with it. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and play Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I've checked was it How Long to Beat, and Echoes of Wisdom isn't nearly as big as Tears of the Kingdom, so I feel like I can tackle it pretty quickly. The reason I'm putting that before Hollow Knight Silksong is I remember hearing years ago when I was like reading up on the history of Hollow Knight that when it initially launched, it launched in a bit of a rough state. There were performance issues. Certain parts of the map had to be slightly tweaked to make the flow a bit better, things like that. Right now, I'm assuming that Hollow Knight Silksong is going to undergo a similar process. From what I remember reading, it didn't take very long for Hollow Knight to have for Team Cherry to fix those issues with Hollow Knight. So, I'm fairly confident that by the time I'm finished with Echoes of Wisdom, Silksong will be in a pretty good state. So I'm going to play that after Echoes of Wisdom. And then for the third track, there's Stardew Valley. Despite being about halfway through year four, I still expect Stardew Valley to take a bit of time, especially since I'm juggling two other games, and Stardew Valley has once again kind of become a background game. But after that, I'll be playing Hades 2. I feel pretty confident by the time I'm done with Stardew Valley, Hades 2 will have gotten its 1.0 launch. It may have even gotten a few patches after that to fix some things, maybe add a little bit of content. So again, that's my thought process there. And then down at the bottom, Zero Ranger. That's the other game by System Erasure. I'm saving it for last because for one thing, I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to enjoy it. Like I enjoy shmups in like some small doses. Like they're not my main jam, but they are pretty fun when I'm in the mood for it. So I've decided to like save it until after I'm done with everything else because by the time I'm done with everything else and I'm playing Zero Ranger, I'm probably also going to be juggling at least two of the Metroid games on stream. And which by the way, there are no changes for the Metroid plans. Just to reiterate, I will start the YouTube stuff for Metroid in December, and once I'm done with Nestroid, on YouTube, like once that last episode airs, it will appear on. I will begin streaming it to, at the very least, try to get the best ending artwork. Which for details of that, watch the previous announcement video, the really long one. Sorry, but yeah. Again, slight tweaks here. But I feel like I just again like with Hollow Knight, I just had to squeeze it in there, and I figured this was the best way to do it. So eventually, I'll be playing. It'll be like it was what a bit over a year ago now, where I was playing the original Hollow Knight and the original Hades at the same time. we're gonna be returning to like that era, kind of, but with the sequels. I think that's going to be fun. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, I've tried to keep this short and sweet. Um, I feel like this graphic, again, I'm gonna put it back on screen. I feel like this graphic is going to kind of represent the rest of the year, probably pushing into early 20, possibly definitely pushing into like the first part of 2026. We're looking at a lot of gaming hours here. Um, Plus the Metroid. So yeah, like it's gonna be the docket is once again full. Variety has once again returned to Valfius TV. So I hope another not. I'm hoping that no other games that I'm looking forward to that I can actually stream right now, like release an announcement that's like, "Hey, we release tomorrow," because like that would be rough. Like, Death Stranding 2 is going to be releasing on PC at some point, but I just don't have the capability of streaming it right now. So I'm not too worried about that. But when I get a new PC, that's definitely going to be on the docket. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. I'm kind of rambling. So, until next time, bye-bye.